Today I have a client coming at 11. It's 8:35 right now. Um, I think that I'm just going to do sprinting intervals, which I don't want to do in any way, shape, or form. But I know that I need to do them, and I know that they're really good for me. Um, I know that they're really beneficial for our gait, which is the way that we walk. It's really good for our hip mobility. It's going to be really beneficial for helping build my glutes, which is something that I'm focusing on and putting a lot of attention into. Um, it's just really good overall. Strength training 3 to 5 times a week, but adding in our endurance training or our conditioning. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. So if y'all want to join in with me, let's have some fun. Right? We want to warm up our hamstrings as well. There is something that is called altered reciprocal inhibition. Basically, we have muscle synergies. And whenever a muscle is contracting, the opposite muscle is lengthening. So, for example, right now, if I'm going to go run and I have my swing, this is my dorsiflexion. When my toe becomes pointed up because I'm going to take a step, that's called dorsiflexion. So when I'm taking that step, my quad is contracting and my hamstring is lengthening in order to allow that motion to happen. Altered reciprocal inhibition is when our brain receptors basically can't get to the muscle that we're about to use in time, and both muscles either lengthen or contract at the same time, which is why you see a lot of runners and a lot of sprinters pull their hamstrings and cause a lot of damage. Just start jumping. It's good for you. It's good for your bones. It's good for your muscles. It's good for bone density. Strength training and putting pressure, putting a load on our muscle fibers has been scientifically proven to cause remodeling, which is new bone growth, which is really beneficial for women. Well, beneficial for everyone, but it's most beneficial for women after menopause, for men after a certain age, around 60, when testosterone starts kind of declining, right? This is going to help prevent and even reverse osteoporosis, which is amazing. That's what we want. We want to be strong. If you are just starting in your fitness journey, maybe you don't have a specific goal yet. Maybe your goal is simply just moving, being healthier. That is a goal in itself right there. And that is a very important goal. By the way, you guys are coming with me for my cool down walk. Start walking. That 20-minute walk is going to turn into a 30-minute walk. That 30-minute walk is going to turn into a 40-minute walk. That 40-minute walk is going to start into running. Maybe you only run half a block. A couple of days later, after doing that, your endurance is going to build up. You're going to be able to start a full block. That full block is going to turn into 2 blocks. 2 blocks is going to turn to 3 blocks. 3 blocks is going to turn to half a mile. Half a mile is going to turn to a full mile. If you want to start lifting, I tell all of my clients that we are focusing on progressive overload. What exactly is progressive overload? Progressive overload is helping us build our strength, and it is helping us build our muscle. So what I tell all of my clients is you're going to start off with any exercise, especially if you're new. Any exercise, you're going to use a weight that is somewhat challenging, but allows you to execute that specific exercise with proper form. Proper form, when it comes to lifting, is by far the most important thing ever, because we don't want to cause issues. We don't want to cause aches and pains. We don't want to pull anything, you know? So with progressive overload, you start off with that weight, right? It's a little challenging, mainly because it's new. Your muscles are not used to this load. Your muscles are not used to this movement, and that's fine. That's where growth comes into play. Eventually, if you use that weight and you're able to get 10 to 12 reps, that means to start to increase that load or increase that weight, right? Even if it's just by going up 5 pounds. Within that 5 pounds, if you're only able to do 6 to 8 reps, that's fine. Stick with 6 to 8 reps. And then eventually, you're going to find that you can do 10 to 12 reps. For example, I just had a client message me yesterday, his back squat. He got a new PR, personal record. It was 225, I think, but he was only able to get 2 reps in, and that's fine. And eventually he's going to build that up, and he's going to be able to get 10 to 12 reps in. And then guess what? It's time for him to up that load, up that weight. Our training, and we are using lightweight high reps. So for example, you have 5-pound dumbbells and you're getting 25 to 30 reps of our lateral raise-in. That is considered training our slow twitch muscle fibers. We're going to be able to get more reps in with that, right? If we are training with high weight, low reps, we are training our fast twitch muscle fibers. So my client who sent me that video of him hitting 225 on back squat, he got 2 reps in. He was training his fast twitch muscle fibers. You can, when you're training your fast twitch muscle fibers, you're only able to get 2 to 4 reps in if it's heavy weight. Or another way to train your fast twitch muscle fibers is sprinting. You're sprinting, and when you are doing as fast as you can and you're putting absolutely everything into it, you're going to be able to sprint 30 seconds to a minute max. That is training our fast twitch muscle fibers. So either way you go about doing it, you're training your muscle fibers. There's no wrong way to do that, but it is really good to train both of them. So this is why I did some sprinting intervals. I wanted to train my fast twitch muscle fibers. Also, my endurance is absolutely kaput. It's horrible. And I know that that's something that I want to work on and that I need to work on for what I want to be successful in. So if you guys need any help, if you have any questions, just reach out to me. Bye.